Right now at Reagan National. Live look at National Harbor. Is just a gorgeous day. And clouds and temperatures. Clouds, you pretty much go pretty far north to see any more than a few scattered clouds. Upper 60s, low 70s. And that is our forecast for today and tomorrow again, and for Sunday and into Monday. Very dry, very fall-like. These are the kind of weather conditions we often have in early and mid-October. Just absolutely gorgeous. So that's that story. Let's talk about what's happening at the football game on Sunday. Beautiful weather, too, when the Redskins kick off against the Eagles. 70, 74 degrees game time temperatures. All right, the very latest on the hurricane hunters are out there again. The last track, they have found top winds of 150 miles per hour. It is moving to the west at 14 miles per hour. They continue to fly flight after flight, trying to identify whether it is developing or weakening or just what the structure is. Also doing that with satellite and radar and microwave and everything else to keep you up to date. But everything is on track as it moves across the southern Bahamas. The GFS and the European models, two of the most trustworthy ones in these situations, are pretty much together early tomorrow and during the afternoon. But then as we get through tomorrow night and Sunday morning, they separate, with the Euro staying just a little farther west and the GFS moving to the east. So the consensus forecast from the hurricane centers is to bring it on shore, probably right across South Florida, and may have the circulation center move inland right up the state. That's going to bring storm surge flooding all over South Florida and hurricane conditions across the entire state for an extended period of time, eventually weakening as it heads over land and some ragged land and higher elevations and losing its moisture source. If it stays on this track, bending to the west, it won't have any effect on us, but a slight jog to the east by Tuesday night or Wednesday, we could get rain from the leftovers. Spaghetti plots shows the preponderance of models now kind of have that focus where it may be South Florida, Southwest Florida, and then coming to the state. There's some outliers here that maybe suggest other paths. Jose is also a Category 4 storm with 150 mile per hour winds. It's going to get dangerously close tomorrow to the same islands in the northern lewards that were damaged so tremendously a couple days ago by Irma. But the good news is it's going to weaken a little bit, but it's going to stay way offshore and probably wind up peeling off well southeast of Bermuda. So that's our story. A lot to watch. We're going to have all kinds of coverage through the weekend, online, on air, Facebook Lives. Just did one. We're going to do another one shortly. We will keep you up to date on everything you need to know around here. All right, the weather is perfect. Tuesday, Wednesday, we'll see what happens, if there are any effects from Irma, and beyond that, we're just enjoying beautiful fall weather, Adriana.
All right, thanks, Doug. Well, happening tonight, 2020 is digging into the brawl at a college party in Arizona that ended in deadly gunfire. That case shockingly declared a mistrial, and it left that community divided. ABC's Deborah Roberts joins us now from New York with more on what we'll see in tonight's report. And Deborah, this really was a shocking outcome to very serious charges.
Absolutely, and probably every parent's nightmare too, Adriana, as they send their children off to college, as so many have just done in the last few weeks. A lot of parents worry about academics, they worry about drinking on campus, but very few of them really think much about gun violence on campus. Well, tonight in 2020, we're going to take you inside this case. What exactly happened at Northern Arizona University? Is it a case of self-defense and just a party that went wrong, or is it a case of retaliation and a young man who had access to a gun and wound up killing one of the fraternity brothers involved? Many of us heard about this case when it first broke. And of course, as I said, parents probably were horrified at the thought of it. But then a compelling case was made in the defense of this young man, Stephen Jones. His attorneys arguing that he was being harassed, that he was actually being targeted, and he was the victim, and that it was self-defense. Tonight, you will see some of the dramatic body cam video from the police officers who were there. You're going to hear from a juror in this case, and of course hear from the brokenhearted parents of the victim in this case. So it is a really, really complicated but intriguing case of a college campus violence, and also how could it have ended in this mistrial or in this hung jury? You'll find out tonight all those details on 2020.
And Deborah, you mentioned how parents really, this is their worst nightmare as school and college get started. What can parents take away from the report tonight?
Well, I have to tell you, one of the things that is so compelling is just sort of the broken-hearted parents. Colin Brew's parents talked to us in their first real sit-down, in-depth interview. And what they want parents to know and to think about is What about gun carrying in your particular state or on the college campus where your child is going to school? Parents should actually know a little bit more about whether guns are allowed on campus. It's a question they never ask. And also, too, how can it get to this? How can you try to keep your children safe when they're on campus? Of course, nobody can ever fully do that. But what happened in this case that might help you as a parent to make some other decisions in your life? I think it's a 2020 that you will find quite compelling.
All right, Deborah Roberts in New York for us. Thank you so much for your time. And 2020 airs tonight right here on ABC7. We have still a whole lot more coming up on ABC7 News at noon. But first, let's get a preview of what's coming up tonight at 5 o'clock.
Good afternoon. Coming up tonight at 5, we all worry about our kids when they go off to college, and students should know that dorms and campuses are hotbeds for cyber theft. 7 on Your Side troubleshooter Horace Holmes will teach you and your students how to put up a wall that the thieves can't get through. That's tonight on ABC7 News at 5.